The journey began like any other ordinary bus ride, with passengers settling into their seats. Some scrolling on their phones, others chatting softly or staring out the windows as the bus moved along a quiet road surrounded by thick vegetation. When suddenly everything changed in a matter of seconds as the driver slammed on the brakes, and the entire bus lurched forward, bringing everyone's attention to the front where something enormous lay stretched across the road, instantly sending a wave of fear and confusion through the cabin because blocking their path was not a fallen tree or an accident, but a giant snake so massive that it completely stopped the bus from moving forward. At first, many passengers couldn't believe what they were seeing, rubbing their eyes and leaning forward for a better look, while others gasped or froze in silence. As the snake slowly shifted its heavy body, its thick scales catching the light and revealing just how powerful and alive it was. The road itself was narrow, with dense forest pressing in on both sides, leaving no easy way to turn around or escape, making the situation even more terrifying as people realized they were trapped face to face with one of nature's most feared predators. Inside the bus, panic began to spread as whispers turned into nervous chatter. Children clung to their parents, and a few passengers started recording videos with shaking hands, knowing they were witnessing something rare and dangerous. The driver, clearly under immense pressure, weighed his options carefully, knowing that honking too aggressively or trying to drive around the snake could provoke it, while reversing the bus on such a tight road could also be risky. As the minutes passed, the snake showed no sign of moving quickly, instead slowly adjusting its position as if completely unbothered by the large vehicle looming just meters away, a reminder that in this moment, nature was in control. To help viewers understand the situation better, the story explains that giant snakes such as pythons or anacondas are known to rest on warm roads, especially after feeding, because the heat helps them digest their meals, and while they are not actively hunting humans, their sheer size and strength make any close encounter extremely dangerous. This explanation does little to calm the passengers, as every small movement of the snake causes gasps and renewed fear with some people, urging the driver to reverse while others pray silently for the snake to move on its own. Attempts to scare it away begin cautiously, with the driver lightly honking the horn and flashing the lights, but instead of fleeing, the snake slowly lifts part of its body, making the scene even more terrifying and forcing everyone to realize that this animal could easily damage the bus or react unpredictably if threatened. Time seems to stretch endlessly as the bus remains stuck, surrounded by silence broken only by nervous breathing and distant sounds of the forest, highlighting how helpless humans can feel when confronted by wildlife in its natural environment. Eventually, locals from nearby areas or wildlife officials arrive after being alerted, approaching the scene with extreme caution and experience, knowing that one wrong move could lead to serious injury or worse. Using long tools and careful coordination, they work together to guide the snake away from the road, maintaining a safe distance while respecting the animal's space, showing viewers that professional handling is essential in such encounters. The tension reaches its peak as the snake resists, at first coiling and shifting its massive body, but after several long nerve-wracking minutes, it finally begins to slither back toward the forest, disappearing slowly into the dense greenery from which it came. As the road clears, a wave of relief washes over the bus, with passengers exhaling deeply, some laughing nervously, others still shaking from fear, and a few simply sitting in stunned silence, trying to process what they just experienced. When the bus finally starts moving again, the atmosphere inside is completely different, filled with disbelief, gratitude, and a shared sense of survival, as strangers exchange stories and reactions to a moment they know they will never forget. The video closes by reflecting on how quickly an ordinary day can turn into an unforgettable encounter with nature, reminding viewers that no matter how advanced human transportation becomes, wildlife still has the power to stop us in our tracks, teaching an important lesson about respect, patience, and staying calm in unexpected emergencies, while leaving audiences wondering how they themselves would react if a giant snake suddenly brought their journey to a complete stop.